Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me once again in Transport Inc. A little sooner than we might have expected, but the developers, true to their word, have released another update to this early alpha build of the game with the next chapter in their ongoing sort of story campaign. So I thought I might as well bring it to you and show you what's happened. They've made a number of changes. They fixed a number of the bugs and issues that we found in the earlier version, and naturally enough introduced some more new bugs. Whether we'll see them here, I don't know. But yeah, this is the early access thing really working to get the game ready to go. Now we're just about to finish the second chapter in the campaign story. Of a suspicion the goal here is slightly less than it was before, but I might be wrong. The goal here is to reach $120,000. As you can see, I'm just over 5,000 off that at the moment. So a couple of things. The game is still locking you. This is a tutorial stage, really, a tutorial campaign. So there's a variety of things we can't do here. So I can't, for example, upgrade my buses. This upgrade option here is greyed out. Likewise, my depot. I can't upgrade the depot to allow it to maintain more than 2 vehicles at a time. However, we can still do things like change the price on some routes, like this route here between... Now, if you watch the first episode, you will know that I was taken slightly by surprise to be placed into Poland for this first chapter in their story campaign. And I am totally unfamiliar with pronouncing Polish names, cities or people's names or whatever. So I got them mostly horrifically wrong. And thank you to G. George for pointing that out to me, which encouraged me to do a little bit of research. So I'm going to have another go at some of these names and hopefully be a little less appallingly bad at them. So this route here, for example, which one am I looking at? I'm looking at the route here between Łódź, which is how you pronounce Lodz apparently, Łódź, and Bydgoszcz, something along those lines. So on that route I was making a fair amount of money, and I thought the passengers seemed to be quite happy, because when I looked at the passenger comments, okay, they were happy. Actually, they don't care about the price, but they're not happy about the comfort on this very basic bus. So I've increased the price on that route. As you can see down at the bottom here, I've increased the ticket price to 52. However, on this route here between Łódź and Kraków, they weren't very happy with the price, so I reduced the price slightly to 47. And also, which you can do here, is you can actually create a looped route. If we look at the route in more detail, here, we've seen this before in the very earliest videos I did on the game. We've created a route here between Łódź, Kraków, Rzeszów. I didn't learn how to pronounce that one, I'm afraid, so I hope Rzeszów is reasonably good or accurate. Kraków, so it sort of goes out to the middle of the route, then to the end, then back again, just like in Train Transport Fever, for example. But I've reduced the price on that because it wasn't very popular, so I've increased demand on that by taking the price down a little bit. We can put you into the depot now, I think, can't we? There you go. We're getting very close to resolving that. We could actually, if we wanted to, afford even the biggest, most expensive bus. But I'm not going to do that because I want to get on to the next chapter in this story. And spending 80 grand on a new bus would kind of defeat the object. Right, so here we are. This is where we finished in the last episode. We've completed our second chapter. It does appear now to remember the name of the company between chapters, which was a little bug that we spotted previously. So yeah, I've achieved that. I carried over 5,500 people on 6 vehicles to a net worth of over 250,000. So let's carry on. Chapter 3, Something More. They've also made a few changes to the graphics here, just in little details, but I'm still not entirely happy that they're consistent, but, you know, by the by. So our profits reached a peak. If we wanted our company to continue to grow, we had to make some changes. While my father was satisfied, I wasn't. He didn't see the potential in providing premium services. He was too focused on the average customer while I was seeing investment opportunities in transporting first-class passengers in more luxurious buses. Oh, yes. If they've got the money, why not take it off them? It took some time, but I managed to convince him to see things my way. Once I explained how the higher income could be used to help the lower class passengers even more, he understood. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing, first class passengers. Oh, we are seeing properly sexy buses now. High grade, large capacity. Oh yeah, these are economy buses. Well, we've only got the one bus for first class passengers. Oh, economy and first class. It can carry both types. Okay, let's see what Chapter 3 expects us to do. Oh, we're in France! Oh, bother, I've not learned how to pronounce French names. But I think these are slightly better, slightly easier than Polish. Our languages have gone through similar evolutions. But yeah, the Polish language went through some very strange changes. Quite unique historical situation there in Poland with regard to the language development. But anyway, that's by the by. So we need to transport 5,000 first-class passengers. Right, so the first thing to do is find somewhere to take passengers from. So if we go to Paris, we're getting a lot more of these icons now. We're seeing quite a lot of economy passengers and a single first-class passenger demand. But in Nantes, there's a lot of first-class passengers. So if we could have a nice bus route going from Paris through Le Mans to Nantes. Yeah, what about Brest? Nobody wants to go from Brest. They want to go from Brest to Troyes. Oh dear. Le Mans is going there. Nantes. Yeah, I'm just wondering, could we do two routes? We could. Okay, so let's set up our route. How much money have we got? We've got 60 grand at the moment, which means we can buy none of the really good buses. Oh, no, hang on. That's first class capacity. Yes, we could do that. So, okay, I've got a plan. So we're going to take a route from Nantes. Actually, no, let's start this in, we'll start it in Paris. So we'll take a route from Paris all the way to Nantes and leave it at that. But we'll also have, yeah, because we've got economy passenger demand between Le Mans and Paris, not so much between Nantes and Le Mans. Yeah, Le Mans doesn't, nobody wants to go to Nantes from Le Mans, or is it the other way around? Travel from Le Mans to oh yeah, they're not, that's coming from Le Mans to Nantes. Yes, okay. Right, so we will have another route between Paris and Le Mans. And Bruges. Okay, if I do that, yes. That's like, yeah, that'll work as a nice little circular route, but it will be a circle. So I want to edit that route, which is this one here. Let's go into the info for that. Go into the configure route. So going from Paris, Le Mans, Bourg, and we'll add. Yeah, I think if we don't put Bourges to Paris in, it will try and go back the way it came, I think. Actually, let's play with that. Let's play with that. It's a tutorial. We're supposed to learn things. So we need some buses. Right, we want the first class passenger bus to go on that route. Yeah, the Paris to Nantes. And we'll put our economy bus on this route here. Okay, and let's get the game rolling. Oh, they've got nobody on board. Oh, that's slightly worrying. Okay. I would like to make some money. Oh, he's picked somebody up. Good. Why are you not picking people up? Why are you not picking people up? You've got first class. You are a first class bus. And there is definitely first class demand. Yeah, high demand between Nantes and Paris. Okay. So if I go in... Oh no, that's the other route. I want this route. Maybe the ticket price. Okay, so if I reduce the ticket price a bit, say to 75, will somebody please get on my bus? That would be very lovely. So I've got less than £4 left in the bank. Well, that's good. Right, so he's going back on the route out. No passengers still. No, absolutely. Oh no. Okay, so if I reduce the price, I mean, we're late due to delays during the trip. They are upset and requesting faster vehicle. Oh no. They're happy with the price, but the vehicle's too slow. Oh heck. Right. But I can't put on faster vehicles. It goes 130 miles an hour. Okay, so it is quite a long route. Perhaps if I'd put 2 buses on there to start with, that might have worked. Okay. Let's check this out. We need to recover the situation. So we've got first class there and to Bordeaux. Bordeaux to Nantes does work, but that's actually we could do a shorter route perhaps. Okay, let's do that. Let's take a route from Paris to Troyes and we'll put that bus on that route. Travel there immediately. Okay, and I'll put my prices no on this route back up for as and when I do get passengers on there. He's picked somebody up. Excellent. Right, but this bus is not taking passengers. Why not? Okay. Delays, too slow. Okay. What if I reset that route? Okay, this is normal difficulty. I'm sure if I'd sort of learnt the game, I might have been able to understand what the basic key requirements were. So let's reconfigure this route so it goes back from Bourges to Paris. Oh no, I need to click add. That's what I want to do. There, okay, and put them back into that order. I'm hoping that'll work. I'm hoping that will work. We shall see. But my first class passengers, yes, we have made some money. Oh, they like that. We can zoom in a bit further on the bus. Oh, they're very happy with the speed. Oh, they're very happy with the speed. That they've got nothing else to say. So that's good. Okay, you're picking up passengers from Le Mans to go to Bourges. I've carried 20 people so far. 30. Okay, so I'm almost 1% of my goal. Going into Bourges. And... what? No. Why did you just pop back there? Why are you doing that? There is something slightly odd, I think, about the way it does work the routes. This may well be a bug. I'm sure it is a bug, but it doesn't always go where you expect it to. Okay, so you're going there to there, carrying people on that part of the route. Now, I'm going to need a depot reasonably soon, and they cost me 25 grand, I reckon. So this route better start making money. Or do I need to just limit it between Bourges and Paris? Oh, excellent, that's better. Yeah, there is something odd about the way it works when you add or change a route up, in that it doesn't necessarily what am I trying to say here? When you add a new town to a route, for example, it doesn't want to do that, does it? When you add a new town to a route, the direction of the bus isn't always obvious. So it might go to the new town, or it might go back to the previous town and reset itself. It is a little bit weird. Right, no, we do need you to be making money. Okay, so let's change this route up again. Okay, how can we do this? If we take Le Mans out of there altogether, so we will take Le Mans. Actually, because Le Mans to Bourges worked well, didn't it? There's passengers there. Okay, so what if we put Le Mans in there, but took Paris away and had it going back to Bourges? Okay, I think that makes sense. We'll find out soon if I don't go bust first. Okay, we're nearly 9 grand. This is excellent work. We've carried 100 passengers. 110. It's only carrying 10 people. It's a tiny bus, so it must be really comfy, really cozy. Let's get you going a bit faster. I want to get up to 25 grand because I'm going to need that depot fairly soon. Where you see, it's going the wrong way. Okay, 15.5 grand. We're doing okay. Now I hope the bus will actually take the proper route next time. We shall see. Okay, my first class bus is doing lovely business. 160 passengers so far. Okay, you'll go, yeah. Oh, you're not full though. So do we need to reduce the price on this a little bit? Just a little bit. Because the difference... Okay, where are you going now? Where are you going now? No, I don't want the bus, I want the route. Okay, you're looking better. Okay, we're nearly there. We can nearly afford a depot. Why? I can't take out a loan yet, can I? No, I don't have any access to the bank. Right, now you're going to Le Mans. That's good. Okay, I want to build a depot. 25 grand. Yes. Okay. Well, at least at the moment. Aha! Right. Good. Our bus is looking fuller. That's excellent. So let's slow you down a bit so I can get you into the depot. There you go. How can you get rid of the route? No, don't do that. I don't want the route. It doesn't help much, but no. Yeah, clearing the UI is an issue. I haven't worked out yet how to do that. Where are you going? Go there immediately. You are very poorly. Yeah. I wonder if finish route has a slightly different meaning now. It actually means finish the whole route rather than just that leg you're on. So I'm feeling previously it did certainly seem to look like it was finish the leg you're on. Okay, we'll send you in for repair as well. I think, yeah, finish that. Alright. We've still got a long way to go. So what I'll do is I'll carry on playing this and I'll come back to you as and when anything particularly interesting or fascinating happens. Why are you going? Don't... I'll see you in a bit. Well, we're still nowhere near completing our objective. We've just about delivered 600 of our 5,000 first-class passengers that we need to deliver. But I've just discovered something interesting. As you can see, I've added another bus to my economy route, which is fine. And we'll send that back there for repair. But I discovered something interesting. We're looking at our cities here to work out where people would want, where we need to put routes, where the demand is, where people are. And if you hover over these symbols here, if I take one, well, let's say Paris here, for example. So Paris to Dijon or Dijon. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. So there is a demand there between Paris and Dijon. In fact, both directions for economy and first class passengers. And it tells you here how many there are. And that kind of relates to the number of these little symbols you see here. But what I hadn't noticed or hadn't paid attention to was it says on that box, make a survey. And if you click it, you spend money and it tells you what the people in that town demand in terms of the transport options. So they've got 26. Is that? I'm not quite sure what that is. That is going to be, it's not the level of comfort. Is it the size of bus? No, it could be. It could be. It's how many people would travel at one time, perhaps. But that's obviously the speed. Now, I don't have any buses at all at the moment, which will go 140 plus. We've got this really expensive one, 180 grand. I'm not going to afford that. So that probably needs to be a train. And 1.5 to 2.4 stars. So yeah, again, our existing little first class bus almost gets that, but it's not enough. So having spent 8 grand on that, I now know I can't really put a route in there between Dijon and Paris, not for first class passengers anyway. So could we put one in? Should I spend another 8 grand on the economy passengers? 93 to 143. Yeah, so our little bus goes nice and fast, and it's 1.5 to 3. It might be okay. 78. That's probably the number of passengers at a time, perhaps. I think. So we could put one of our buses there. Let's try that, shall we? I mean, it is, to be honest, it is still economy class, but we can't afford the really good first class buses without a good solid economy class infrastructure to sort of to pay for it, basically. So let's create that route, shall we? We're going from Paris, creating a route to Dijon, and that will do. And we will buy one of those buses. And are you going to take people? Tell me. Oh, it's not. Oh dear. That's. Oh, you need to go back to maintenance. Okay. What if we reduce the price a little bit? What are they complaining about? Cramped and uncomfortable. But that's not stopped them before, to be honest. They've put up with that in the past. You'll need to go back there as well, I think, before you turn properly red and unreliable, entirely unreliable. Is anyone going to get on? No. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Could I reduce the price? I'm not going to do that. What I have done while you were away, I created this simple little route between Paris and Le Mans, which should, hopefully, I'm not going to spend money on another survey because I don't have any money left. So we will just put you on that route there. Travel immediately. And hopefully, being a relatively short route, they're happy to take that bus. Oh, and you're travelling back to the depot empty. Oh, this is not good. Thankfully, the first class passengers do pay a nice price. Actually, how much are they paying for that? Should we bump the price up a little bit more? Just a couple of dollars. See if that helps. Just boost the revenue. Oh, you're looking a very tired bus now. And where are you? Which one are you? Are you not going to do that? No. No, 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 they don't like that at all. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to sell that bus. Nobody wants to travel on that. Nine and a half grand. That's nowhere near enough money. Okay, done it. Oh well, we're running a bit tight for funds, but as long as we can keep this bus running, I could just sit here and wait for that to finish and get up to 5,000. It'll be a long and tedious road, but you know. Right, we're getting people on this bus. Okay, they're not happy about the speed, but what can you do about that? We shall see. Yeah, it still takes this weird route through Le Mans before it gets back onto its route. I mean, that's it. That's its route there. Not that one. This one here. Well, actually, no. You are that bus. Where? But you are that one. So why are you not picking? Oh, I don't understand. No, it was the bus on that route between Bourges, the triangular route between Le Mans, Bourges, and Paris. Okay, right. Again, I will just carry on watching my buses tootle around the country, and I'll be back with you the other side of this visual effect. And we're back again, and we are. Ooh, is that 2/3? Certainly well over half way to our target of 5,000 first class passengers, and things have moved on a little bit. As you can see, we've got lots more buses, new routes. I've identified we had some first class demand down here around Lyon, Clermont-Ferrand and Dijon, and I thought we could make use of that, but because that's obviously somewhere away from Paris where my depot is, I put a depot here in Lyon as well, just to make sure these vehicles could quickly get their maintenance fix. Now, we have made a fair amount of money in the meantime, and what I've done on some of these routes, like Clermont-Ferrand and Lyon, and between Paris and Le Mans, I've actually put on 2 buses, one for the first class passengers and one for the economy, because the demand was there, so why not? But now we have made enough money that I can go here. I can buy a bus which does both economy and first class. It's expensive, 160, but I can afford that now, and it carries more first class and more economy passengers than these buses at the moment will carry combined. So I think we can definitely do that. So if I put you on there, on that route, now with any luck, because the comfort and stuff is so much better, I can actually charge a premium on that route. So let's put the economy price up, shall we? Click to 52. First class as well, up a bit. Let's make it 85. Let's make it 55 and 85. See what that does to demand. We want you to go to repair as well, I think. People want to buy tickets still. Oh yes they do. Oh, it's okay, so the first class is a little bit short. Oh, the first class comfort isn't that great actually, so perhaps we do need to not put the price of first class up quite so much. We take it down. 82 will do. That's fine. With any luck we'll get everyone on board now. 10. Oh, okay. But we're still making money though, aren't we? I'm sure we are. If we watch him go in, we should see 4,200. That's 4,000 something to you and I. That's nice. Good. Just on here, we can see on our proper route layout. Where's that bus? That's you. You can get managers eventually at some point in the game to manage all this repair and stuff, but for the time being we've got to do it manually. You could be repaired as well, actually. Otherwise, if you've got a busy map with lots of vehicles on, it would become a bit over the top micromanagement wise. Yeah, so here we can see on Paris Le Mans, I've actually got just the one vehicle now. Oh yeah, it takes the vehicle off the count when they go into the depot. So you can see here, if I go into the detail here, you could see what types of vehicle are on the route and how much money each vehicle is making. We'll wait for those to come out of the depot so we can see them where there's 2 vehicles on the route. Just over 3,000 people. I'm definitely en route, as it were, to completing the objectives for this chapter. Maintenance does seem to take longer on the more expensive buses. Is that realistic? I suppose that is kind of real. We have got someone waiting in there. Yeah. And there's someone in here. Nearly finished. That's it. You can make money here if you pay attention to the demands. But it is giving you the information. It's a matter of finding where it is. Like that survey thing on the towns, which I hadn't spotted before. Yeah, so you have to pay for it. It doesn't tell you how much it's going to cost, but maybe it costs more if it's further away, or costs more if there's more people. I'm not sure. Something worth investigating, perhaps. Okay, let's get you out of the depot. Are you out of the depot yet? It's still being repaired. Goodness. Right, once that's done, then we can go back and look at our routes again, which is all I wanted to come here to do, really. Oh, one of the 2 things I wanted to do. Come on. Oh, you are taking your time. I could speed the game up, couldn't I? There you go. Put you back. Yeah, so when we go into our routes display here, we've got 2 vehicles on this Paris to Troyes route, for example. If we go in there, and we can see how profitable they are, how many passengers they're carrying, how profitable they are. And you can get more information on each bus. You can't click through to a bus, but you can. Can I pinpoint it? If I go down here, can I pinpoint that bus? No. Well, that's annoying. You should be able to pinpoint it. You can pinpoint the route, locate the route. So we could find the bus there, but it's a bit late by this point. Okay, but yeah, the information is there. It's a matter of finding it all. Again, that's something that could be fine-tuned as the game goes through. This is still effectively an alpha release. There is a closed beta coming up, as we mentioned in the previous episode, and they're making that available as a closed beta, and you can apply to be part of that by completing the form, which you can find on their Steam workshop page, on their Steam page, not the workshop, or indeed on their Discord, and then you could be part of that. Right, how are we doing? 3,500. Right, one more quick fast forward, a video effect, and I'll be back as we complete this chapter 3 objective. So here we are. We're in the last lap, coming up to completing our objective here of 5,000 first-class passengers. I have added a new route, a mixed route, mixed consist as we used to say on the old trains, between Lyon and Bourges, with a bus which is our biggest and most expensive bus, I think. It doesn't tell me too much here, but if you look at the numbers and the picture, you can see that it is this bus here, $160,000. I'm making money now, which is really good. If you can manage that, if you can get the ticket prices and the speed right and the comfort right, people will board your bus and pay you money to do so. It's remarkably obvious, really, if you think about it. But yeah, so we're doing that. We're getting mixed class buses up. We're getting lots of new routes added in. and the whole thing is working very nicely. One nice little touch, which was obvious really, is you can tell that buses do travel at different speeds. Like that first class bus is a good deal faster than this tired old economy class, which is nice. Yeah, I need to get some of these into depot, I think, before they run out of steam altogether, and we'll put you in depot. No, you into depot next. Yeah, and we're nearly there, 490,000. So let's see what happens when we complete chapter 3 of our first campaign story in Transport Inc. 2 people away. And we've done it! Victory! Ajax Transport Limited has transported 14,000 people using, at the end of the day, 8 vehicles. Our net worth is now 705,000. As you can see here, a nice steady curve in the increase in our passenger numbers, our number of buses, up and down it. Again, where I'm replacing 2 buses with 1 mixed class bus. Yeah, and our net worth. It's a little bit, yeah, a little bit bumpy at times, but we're getting there, which is really good. So that's it. This episode was a little bit longer than I expected because the objective just took that much longer to complete, and I just kept on talking, didn't I? Which is, I'm afraid, is what I do. But there you are. That is the end of this 3rd chapter. Now, they have released in the latest update chapter number 4. What about cargo? Ooh. I'm going to stop it there so you don't know. So, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Transport Inc. And we will certainly be seeing the next episode before too long, where we look at Chapter 4, Cargo. And maybe, depending on how long that takes, Chapter 5. So it depends how quickly the guys are getting out the new chapters into this campaign story. So, by all means, let me know if you've enjoyed this episode. A like would be great. A little bit of a thumbs up, but even better if you've got any thoughts on the game, how it's working. If you're playing it yourself, if you've got access at the moment now to the game, let me know what your feelings are on it and where you hope the game will go. Just drop a note in the comments box below. That would be awesome. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now, and that way you'll know when I do upload the next of the Transport Inc. videos, or indeed any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Inc. Until the next time, bye bye for now.